Yo, what is up, y'all? So there's a new game coming out and it's called Scars of Honor. And the reason that I think that it's gonna be like a pretty good MMO is because some of the developer showcase that they've done already looks really good, and the combat itself is one of the main selling points that I am looking forward to most. Like MMOs, I feel like a lot of them is like really boring. Like the combat's just like like, but this one looks different, and I'm going to show y'all that right now. Okay, y'all, so this is the segment on the character progression. They showcase 4 classes here, but I assume they're gonna have more like eventually. But this is still like a work in progress, so yeah, let's get to that.
Hey everyone, I'm Venelin, Creative Director on Scars of Honor. When we talk about your hero's journey, progression is at the heart of it. It defines how your character grows, how your playstyle evolves, and how you leave your mark on the world of Aragon. To support that vision, we've rebuilt the entire quest system from the ground up. Each quest now comes with its own mechanics, its own visual identity, and a playstyle that feels truly distinct the moment you step into it. For today's showcase, we are taking a closer look at 4 of them: the Druid, Mage, Ranger, and Paladin. And in the clips ahead, you see how your choices shape the experience, from the quests you begin with, to the scars you earn along the way, to the talents you unlock. Let's take a look.
Dude, okay, I just saw a talent tree. Like, that's a big thing. Like a lot of MMOs like fall short on like doing like skills and having skill trees and like being able to customize your play style, that kind of thing. And I think that's one of the selling points on this game, is not only the combat and stuff, that is a big one, but like the overall progression looks like it's going to be like pretty good. You know what I mean?
Hello everyone, I'm Alexander Filipov, the design director of Scars of Honor. Our talent system is built around flexibility, experimentation, and replayability. This isn't just a list of stat increases, it's a way to shape who your character becomes. Every choice matters. Talents don't simply increase as numbers, they augment your spells, change how your skills behave, and reshape the way your class plays. You can commit fully to a specialization, or you can break the mold and create hybrids that blend multiple paths into something uniquely yours. Some talents empower your core kit. Others completely redefine how you approach combat. And the deeper you go, the more your build starts to feel personal, a reflection of your decision, your style, and your identity. It's more than stats, they're spell augmentation too. No 2 builds are the same. So let's talk in depth. And for that, we'll dive into the Mage class. Let's say you follow the Wizard path, focusing on burning magic and raw power. One of your signature spell is the Phoenix Blast. It's a devastating circle area hitting spell. And through talents, you can evolve it in very different directions. One node lets Phoenix Strike to melt enemy resistance and ignite them, making them more susceptible to other fire attacks. Another make the spell stop being a circle hit area, but a flying phoenix to rise from the sky and burn everyone from you onwards.
That's pretty cool,
burning
actually.
effects on the ground. And if this is not enough, you can also remove the cast time of the spell, making it an instant attack that decimates the battlefield. That's just one of Mage's ability that have a plenty of other evolutions. Just be careful, if you choose to fully max out one combat move, you will intentionally give up on another powerful traits. Each class has around 300 unique talents, and even at max level, you only unlock a portion of the tree. So your decision will really define your playstyle.
The Paladin is the frontline defender of Scars of Honor, the heart of every battle. This class is built around protecting your team, controlling the fight, and standing your ground when everything gets chaotic. One of the biggest additions is our new shield mechanic. It allows the Paladin to actively block all incoming projectiles, creating real defensive moments your team can play around. And with a mix of revamped abilities and brand new skills, the class now feels more dynamic, more tactical, and more rewarding to master. The Paladin really embodies the melee identity of Scars of Honor. And as we move forward, the talent archetypes we are planning will let you shape the class into exactly the frontline style you want. From heavy defenders to aggressive holy warriors, watch how the Paladin holds the line.
Reintroducing the Paladin, formerly known as the Knight, a versatile frontline class capable of acting as a tank, damage dealer, support, or anything in between. This beast has a devastating auto attack, and the Leap of Judgment makes an impact enemies won't forget. Paladin by default doesn't just come with great offense, there's also defensive skills to protect players in range. You can provide armor and help to your teammates, empowering them back to battle. Having trouble against range attacks? That's where the shield comes into play. The Paladin can now block incoming projectiles for 5 seconds, whether it's the mage's spells or the ranger's arrows. Now, you're less likely to be sniped by the elemental beam as the shield consumes a ton of incoming damage.
That's pretty dope, actually.
The Mage, the bringer of destruction. We are truly excited about where this fan-favorite class is going. If you follow the wizard path, you will fight at range with wands channeling beams of raw elemental power with a much smoother, faster combat flow. But if you want something more aggressive, the Battle Mage puts you on the front line, staff and sword in hand, mastering barriers and defense while you refuse to give your foes even an inch. And for those who crave the unknown, you can tap into the cosmic magic itself, bending reality, controlling space, and turning the battlefield into your playground, sometimes by dropping a black hole right in the middle of a group of goblins. Talking about overkill.
The Mage is an aggressive caster class, able to focus on any combination of consistent or burst damage, single target or multiple targets, thanks to its mastery over elemental magic. It can even become a tank with energy shields generated depending on dealing damage. For now, we're going to focus on the aspect of a damage dealer with heavy crowd control and area damage. As a master of the elements, the Mage has access to a wide variety of spells that can pack a punch from a medium range with different damage types to choose from, whether it's cosmic energy, fire, ice, or lightning. This class can even conjure up a black hole that pulls nearby enemies towards its center, enough to follow up with another devastating spell.
That's pretty dope.
My favorite class is the Ranger. There is much to this.
All of the classes on this game looks like something I would want to play. Like a lot of MMOs, I'm like, okay, I'll play the mage, and it's or I'll play the bow and arrow person, and I like that class, but then I try the other ones and I'm like, these are ass, you know. This game makes it look like all the classes are fun to play, and there's ways to build it the way you want to build it. You don't have to you can only play the way the devs want you to play, you know what I mean? You can hit a class and put a skill tree and go fire and ice and do anything you want, and that's what I like about this game, and I think that they're on the right track with that.
Class that really makes you play carefully. It has great mobility and range, and keeping that range is crucial. When to engage, disengage, and when to chase your targets. Things can get ugly really quickly for the Ranger, as most other classes are tougher or deal more damage, so usually trading damage is not an option. The Ranger is really for players that are great tacticians. This class has a lot of ways to outsmart and disable the enemy, silencing them, slowing them down, and now placing mechanical gadgets like turrets, for example, a new addition to greatly complement their gameplay and make the movement and control of the area even more impactful. Let's see how the Ranger takes aim.
If contributing to the battlefield from afar is more of your style, look no further than...
Oh, if you didn't know this already, this is like a PvP battleground. That's like all of this gameplay is on the PvP area. But it's gonna have like a storyline and like a quest line, PvE stuff, dungeons and all that. But yeah. Anyways.
The Ranger. An agile, long-distance class focusing on staying unreachable by enemies while wearing them down with deadly shots, traps, and gadgets. Marksmanship is what makes this class a cut above the rest, with an auto attack that can travel beyond even a mage spellcasting. Rangers will almost purely be damage dealers with various supportive utility in their arsenal to help their allies if needed. They can silence enemies from casting spells or immobilize them, buying them time for the team to retaliate. The Ranger can throw a stationary turret, which automatically shoots energy bolts, dealing damage to any enemy in its line of sight.
A druid is a synonym of versatility, and we wanted to boost that to 1000. It is safe to say it is one of few classes capable of covering the entire Holy Trinity of healer, damage dealer, and tank. If you choose the caster route, you will find yourself manipulating the spores of the land to heal or inflict pain over time. If you want to try something different, you can become a leader of a pack of ferocious animals, giving commands and throwing yourself into melee combat, tearing your enemies limb by limb. And of course, no druid will be completed without their legendary shapeshift transformation that let you become towering beasts and primal monstrosities, each unleashing its own ferocious powers, dominate the battlefield. Let's see the druid look and feel in action.
Our current vision for the Druid is all about versatility. This class is able to fulfill any role and become any combination of hybrid between many paths, whether tanking or DPS. But as of now, we're taking a look at the healing and support aspects. The Druid's class mechanics are spores. When they're applied to enemies, they are harmful, dealing damage over time. However, it's the opposite when cast at allies. They are restorative and heal the targeted player instead. Both effects are proportional to the number of stacks supplied. Most of the spells apply this effect. For example, the Druid's basic attack is a 3-hit combo that deals damage and applies 1 stack of spores to enemies. This spell can also heal when it's cast at friendlies. As a Druid caster, you can keep enemies at bay or protect teammates running low on health. Another great ability, the Druid's shapeshifting. The class can transform into a dangerous creature with its own set of brutal attacks and can strike fear into enemies.
Scars are one of the most defining progression systems in Scars of Honor. They are not just upgrades or passive perks, they are marks of your journey. Each scar is earned through real milestones, major victories, key discoveries, and moments that let you shape your hero's story in Aragon. And once you unlock a scar, it doesn't just make you stronger, it changes how you play. Scars let you push your class identity further, open new build paths, and create a character that feels truly yours. They are designed to make progression personal, meaningful, and deeply tied to your achievements.
Scars are the defining traits of your character, the very proof of the goals you've achieved. They are a group of bonuses and spell modifications applied to the player's character. They represent the milestones of your journey, whether it's leveling up or overcoming a challenge like defeating a boss. An achievement is rewarded accordingly, taking your character to the next level. Scars are separated in scar groups of 2 to 4, where only one scar can be active at a time from a given group. You're presented with enough options to tailor to your playstyle. The active scar from an unlocked group can be changed by spending currency or using a consumable item.
That's pretty cool.
These talent trees are such a sight to behold. I'm already calling dibs on playing the druid. But what is Scars of Honor with no scars? Well, it ain't, because each and every scar tells a story of epic battles, adventurous dungeons, evil spirits, and so much more. Let's see how we will be putting those skills to the test in both our PvP and PvE, shall we? Starting up with dungeons presented by Vanillin Vasilev.
Dungeons are where Scars of Honor becomes true cooperative adventure. They are not just combat spaces, they are war-rich trials built to test how well you fight, adapt, and survive together. Every dungeon is a place with a history, purpose, and danger engraved into the gameplay. And something important about our approach. Dungeons in Scars of Honor will always evolve. We are building them as living challenges. Each run can shift through different encounter mechanics and roguelike elements. The goal is that even after your 50th or 100th run, this specific dungeon still feels new, tense, unpredictable, and worth mastering. Today, we are stepping into the first major dungeon, the Crypt of the Fallen. This place was once a sacred burial vault for an ancient order that
So I think he's saying that it's like procedurally generated. Like every dungeon is going to be different. You'll go into the dungeon and it'll have different like corridors and stuff. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. He
defended
didn't
Aragon
exactly
in the
say
earliest
that.
wars. When the order fell, the crypt was sealed to protect the world from what lingered inside. But time didn't silence it. It corrupted it. What waits below is not just the dead. It's the remains of a vow that refused to end. You see a big leap in atmosphere and visual fidelity, but also huge increase in variety, new obstacles, enemy types, and mechanics that demand real awareness. And deep within, a boss encounter that pushes your coordination to the limit. You need teamwork, awareness, and courage. Let's step into the depths.
Introducing the Crypt of the Fallen, the first dungeon of Scars of Honor. Very few warriors dared to enter it, and those who did never came back. Whether alone or with the party, you'll have to pick your poison as you choose between rooms full of different challenges. They are procedurally generated, meaning that the layout of the dungeon will always be different every time you enter alone or with a party. A variety of precious treasures to loot, puzzles to solve, traps to evade, and enemies to encounter await. Legends say that danger in all of its forms lurks in the depths. Enemies of different types and sizes seek their next prey, and amongst them, you might face venomous scorpions and bloodthirsty gorejaws. However, overcoming these obstacles is simply a trial before the ultimate challenge, the showdown against the terrifying Spider Queen. Once the dungeon is finally completed, you can try it again, because nothing you've learned from the past one will help you find your way or stay alive in the next, more challenging one.
Oh, so there's like different tiers.
It is time to talk about PvP, our bread and butter. We are putting a lot of work into making PvP feel fair, competitive, and rewarding. And today, we are showing two modes defining that direction: Talon's Ring and Morning Pass. Talon's Ring is our arena experience. It's fast, unforgiving, and built around pure skill. You will fight into three-sided matches where positioning, timing, and quick decision matters every second. Step into the ring expecting chaos. Step in ready to prove something, because only the strongest will walk out remembered. We are also supporting different arena formats like 1 versus 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2 versus 2, and even class-based mirror fights. So if you want to settle things without excuses, this is where you do it. It's not about the class, it's about how you play it. And alongside arenas, Morning Pass is our battleground. This mode is all about coordinated warfare, a 5 versus 5 clash inside an ancient fortress shaped by centuries of conflict. To keep matches fair, level and gear advantages are disabled. Instead, you fight to control using what you earn inside the match, looting temporary champions gear, securing soul jars, and pushing your team to victory. Here is the glimpse of the action.
In 2024, we unveiled the Morning Pass, the first battleground of Scars of Honor, where players had equal gear and fought in intense battles where those with superior skills and teamwork prevailed. The feedback we've received from both our action-packed playtest and our appearance at Brazil Game Show in October of last year has been incredible, and we are implementing the mode with the big improvements we've made for the better part of 2025. Much like this exciting player versus player mode, introducing Talon's Ring, home of the PvP arena mode in Scars of Honor. Here, players can put their skills to the test against each other with various match types to choose from. You can go one-on-one mirror against a fighter of the same class, or mixed one-on-one-on-one, or prove you're a better duo in a 2v2 or 2v2v2 situation. The rules of engagement are simple. Eliminate the enemy within a 5-minute time limit. There is no room for error in the arena, as you have only one round to win the fight. Show you're the best at your class, or display PvP dominance as a duo in this highly competitive experience.
I want to share something we've been excited about for a very long time. And it's especially for those of you who want the highest stakes Aragon can offer. We are officially bringing hardcore servers to Scars of Honor. Hardcore is a separate realm built for players who love both PvE and PvP at their most intense. And it's not just the same game, but harder. The entire experience is tuned around risk, consequence, and mastery. The server is for players who want their victories to feel earned, their scars to feel legendary, and every step into danger to mean something. So, sharpen your blades, trust your allies, and prepare for a world that doesn't forgive mistakes.
The best thing about our MMORPG is bringing the different player types together. And me personally, being more of the competitive type, I am loving the PvP aspect of it. But the game is not only about that. It's also about the world you live in. So stay with us, because up next we have our amazing open world.
Hello everyone, it's me again. Let's dive deeper into the improvements we've made. We've been putting a lot of love into world building. First, we are upgrading all of our environment textures. We're making new materials and polishing our shaders in order to make them look sharper, way more alive, while still maintaining the classic Scars of Honor charm. At the same time, we're bringing Iron Guard to life. Our procedural tools enable us to quickly build massive forests, fields, and mountains. But what about the cities and villages, you might ask? Well, those we craft by hand, piece by piece, to make every location unique and instantly recognizable. One of my favorite areas we've been working on is Ondo's Fall, a battlefield where humans and undead have clashed for ages. The undead influence twists the land in some really cool ways, and especially the flora. All right, enough talking. Let's jump into Ondo's Fall.
I like that guy. That guy did the intro. He's pretty funny. He's actually like he's like doing his he's like role playing the character is great.
From the beginning, we wanted quests to feel more immersive, giving you real agency, meaningful decisions, and more than one way to solve the problems in front of you. Your choices aren't just flavor. They shape the outcomes, change how quests unfold, and can affect the world of Aragon. We are getting closer to that vision, and with your help, we will keep pushing it further towards deeper, more fantastical, narrative-driven questing. But be careful. Not every citizen will welcome you with open arms. Some may even refuse to speak with you if your past choices have impacted their lives in a negative way. The world reacts and it remembers.
That's cool. So your choices matter. That's pretty dope.
In Scars of Honor, we wanted gathering and crafting to play an important role. To some extent, we can say we are even close to some survival titles in that regard. Starting with gathering, we wanted to extend the gameplay, so we went for the minigame approach. Different gathering activities like mining, wood cutting and fishing, which are already in the game, have their unique minigames that require timing, precision and reflexes. In the meantime, we tried to make each of those games represent the actual activity conceptually to be more immersive experience. The same concept is used in crafting. We have blacksmithing for equipment, alchemy and cooking for food and potions. Of course, more crafting and gathering is planned for the future. We want being well prepared to be of high importance in the game, not just the gear that you're wearing. Things like what food you've eaten and what potion set you've put in your belt might often make a decisive difference in a battle. Here is a look at gathering and crafting in motion.
Some of the best items in the game are those you can craft. We've made gathering the materials an engaging experience by introducing minigames that fit the activity, such as mining, woodcutting, and fishing. Once we've obtained enough resources, we can try to create our desired item. Much like gathering, we've taken a similar approach to crafting interactions by incorporating various minigames for the different crafts, starting with blacksmithing. When engaging with the crafting station, we are presented with various items to create, including weapons, armor, and other items like a cauldron for cooking. We can filter out the recipes we don't have enough materials for at the moment. Now that we've selected our item, we'll proceed to craft it by playing a timing-based minigame. The results have different outcomes. If you fail, you just waste part of the materials. Succeeding will deliver the item you wanted. An excellent performance will provide you an improved version with additional bonuses to its stats. As you can see, we filled out the bonus part of the bar, which increased the item's rarity and gave it an additional rating. And now, onto cooking, where we can make food.
Yo, I just want to say, that is awesome. Like, you can tell that they have like thought about the mini games and like making like the crafting and like mining and chopping wood and all of that stuff. It makes it way more immersive and way more like oh shit moments whenever you craft something that's crazy because you got a perfect on your mini game. Like, I think that's like really cool. Like, that's honestly a really cool concept.
Food from gathered fruits, meats, and more, which provides effects on players' stats for a duration of time. Just like blacksmithing, for convenience we can filter out recipes we don't have ingredients for. The cauldron needs wood as a fuel. The minigame for this one is a memory game requiring you to use the ingredients in the recipe in the correct order and with the correct heat level, which you can control by adding the right amount of wood and timing. With alchemy, you'll be able to craft potions by using resources gathered by herbalism that can provide vital bonuses like health and mana recovery, protection or negation of negative effects, and boosts of character abilities. Its functionality has a lot in common with cooking, requiring wood for fuel and sharing the same minigame.
Wow, now that is something I've been waiting for a long time. Quests and exploration are what kept me going in this genre. There's just something so magical about wandering into the zone you've never seen before and getting swept up in the story and the danger. Crafting, of course, on the other hand, seems like a lot of fun too. I want to see how it plays out in the final product. Some of you have been inquiring in our Discord channel about the action bar, and let's just say we've got some improvements to show you and much more on the UI side. Let's take a look as Alex explains the changes we've made so far.
Your journey deserves an interface worthy of the adventure. That is why we have completely redesigned the UI, making it cleaner, more functional, and far more immersive. Every element has been refined with purpose. The action bar is rebuilt for faster recognition and smoother combat flow. Potion slots are cleaner, more visible, and easier to manage when things get chaotic. And the overall layout is streamlined to give you the right information without the clutter. No distraction, no noise, just an interface that supports your decision while keeping you fully in the world.
Yeah, I like the minimalist type stuff.
Our character team has been pushing the look and feel of Scars of Honor to a whole new level. We have upgraded the characters, creatures, and weapons across the board. Sharper silhouettes, more believable materials, and designs that feel truly alive to the world of Aragon. Each faction now stands out with its own visual identity. Every hero you play or enemy you face is built to tell a story the moment you see them. We've also improved how our models are built and rendered in-game. This means more detail, more personality, and a stronger connection to the lore in every piece of armor, every weapon, and every creature animation. At the end of the day, we want your journey to feel meaningful. Not just power progression, but in how your character grows visually as you experience the world. We are incredibly excited to show you what's coming in next.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. Everything you've seen on the showcase will be featured in the demo, where every player will start at level 16. This way, you will have talent points, spells, and scars to see all of these in actions instantly. You will also create your character with 4 classes to choose from and can engage freely with the talents, discover the dungeon system, duke it out on the battlegrounds and the arena, embark on quests, among all the rest of the things. This is only the beginning. We cannot wait to have you play our demo and dive into the adventure. Goodbye for now, and see you next time. But wait, I was about to forget. Vanillin has something very special for our hardcore MMORPG players.
Before we close, I just want to say thank you to everyone watching, to the community that's been with us through every step of this journey. Your feedback, your patience, and your excitement are a huge part of why Scars of Honor is keep moving forward. We've come a long way. Over the past months, we've rebuilt core systems, pushed the visual and gameplay quality forward, and shaped the experience into something more distinct, more ambitious, and much closer to the Aragon we want to live in. What you saw today isn't a concept. It's the foundation of what you'll be playing next. And yes, there's one more surprise. Scars of Honor is coming to Steam. You can access the page right now. Everything we share with you today is part of the first demo that you access on Steam very soon. PvP, PvE, new classes, talents, scars, endless dungeon, crafting. We really hope to see you there and help us to build the best version of the game. We can't wait to see you all in Aragon really soon. Thank you.
All right, y'all. I hope you're looking forward to this game as much as I am. I really think this game is going to be so much fun, and just like not even just the combat, but like the mining and the cutting wood and fishing, and then like using those materials to craft, and like there's a mini game on the crafting to like get higher tier loot if you get a perfect crafting thing. I think that is so cool, and I think that's like a really unique, and I just feel like the devs know like what they want, and they have really like honed in on everything that they want to put into it. And the PvP looks awesome. Like I like the different types of arenas, like the different classes, and there's like skill trees where you can like make your class how you want it. You're not like set in stone on like, okay, I only have like fireball on my mage. You have like all these different options for like doing things, and I think that's just like really awesome. And I personally can't wait to see what they do with it. And like once it fully releases, like them putting out DLCs and stuff like that, I think it's just gonna be like one of those games where it's like over the years it gets way better and better. Like, you know, it's just, it looks awesome. This game comes out in early 2026. They haven't set an actual date yet, but anyways, I'm gonna be no life in this, and I will talk to y'all later. I hope everybody has a good one, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.